All right, we are live here out in Adams Friendship here. The Green Devils of Adams Friendship here playing host here to the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals here on boys high school basketball action here just a couple days in front of the Thanksgiving holiday. Brandon Berencott on the call tonight along with Ryan Rasmussen keeping me in check on our production staff, doing a fabulous job as always. Hard to believe. Here we are back out on the hardwood, Ryan, and both teams' first game of the night here. Very hospitable setup here. Nice job by Sean Groshek, the athletic director. Perhaps the same Sean I remember. Sean was I don't want to put him on the spot too much, but I think he's an Amherst guy, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty darn good runner and an equally good wrestler back in his heyday. Again, it might be thinking of a different Sean Groshek, but looks a lot like the one I recall back from our heydays, certainly here. But a nice setup here nonetheless here out in Adams Friendship. A non-conference game here. The Pacelli, they play out of that CWC South Conference, and Adams Friendship playing out of the South Central Conference here. The JV game here just got done not all that long ago here, but Pacelli, they will kind of a different, they graduated a large contingency of seniors last year, led by certainly Cam Shirk, guys like Lucas Hammerly and Braden Flaker, Melise Badoon, Zach Yeide, Nathan Reimer, a lot of seniors that departed here. So Pacelli features 9 juniors, 2 sophomores by my math here. No seniors on this roster if I looked at the roster correctly again. But tonight's Auto Select pregame show, they are Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go. So Pacelli head coached by John Shirk, back at the helm here for the Cardinals. And Adams Friendship, they are head coached by Keith Bork. Had a chance to talk to the Adams Friendship coaching staff, certainly to try to get a few name pronunciations, which is always kind of my standard process, we'll say here. Ryan giving me the big thumbs up here. Again, Stevens Point Auto Select, the best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go here. So opening night here of high school basketball here for both squads here. And again, the Green Devils playing host. We will get our national anthem and then we'll have our starting lineups here momentarily on Zaleski Sports in one moment.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Parents, for your own safety and other referees and players, please keep your eyes on your children as play. And now, please rise in April, remove your hats, and join Alexis Walton in singing our national anthem.
right, national anthem. Nice job there is getting us started here on this this Tuesday night here, 25th day of November, just a couple days out in front of Thanksgiving here, the holiday coming up here. Some high school basketball. Again, we'll get our starting lineups here. We'll start with the Cardinals here, Stevens Point, Pacelli. Jaden Garski, the junior, gets the start. Nolan Reimer, the junior as well. Junior Jacob Williams, number 12. Number 24, and Bryce Flaker, the junior. And sophomore Crew Rebholes rounding out the starting lineups here. Now we'll get our Green Devils starting lineups here tonight. And that is sophomore number 1, Nolan Bork. Xander Cook, number 4, the senior, gets the start here tonight.
Number 13, Kyle Gatterman.
Kyle Gatterman, the senior. Cale Gatterman, I beg your pardon. Isaac Rommelfanger, the senior. And sophomore number 24, Caleb Decora. So you got Bork, Cook, Gatterman, Rommelfanger, and Decora here. And again for Pacelli, Garski, Reimer, Williams, Flaker, and Rebholes. So the starting lineups here tonight. Thank you, sir. Athletic Director Sean coming up here to give us some water. A very, again, hospitable athletic director here in Sean Groshek. He's been running around feverishly all night. We are underway here, and Garski will take possession here for the Cardinals. Bryce Flaker across the timeline, gets it over to Rebholes. Rebholes trapped there and turn it over here. So that's going to be a turnover here for the Cardinals. Decora comes out of there with it. Swings it on over to Gatterman. Gatterman back up top to Bork. Bork swings it to Cook. Cook back over to Decora. Down low and a nice move. And that is Caleb Decora with 2 points here. So the early 2-0 lead, about 40 seconds gone by here in this one. Garski up top along with Jake Williams. Again, Pacelli features all underclassmen here. You get 9 juniors and the 2 sophomores. Bryce Flaker gives it over to Garski. Garski 3-ball. Rattles in and out. Boarded there by Cook. Cook up to Bork. Bork in the corner. That's Decora here. He's got the first 2 points on the game. They've been blocked there. Garski comes out of there with it. The junior and Jaden Garski over to Flaker. Back over to Williams. Williams step back 3. Misses off front of the rim here, and that's going to be picked up there by Gatterman. Cale Gatterman going in with it, and Rebholes with the block. And lost his footing there momentarily out to Bork. Bork looking to try to go the length there. We'll get a foul called on the floor. Maybe not. So 2-0 our score, 16-14 here to go in half number 1. Williams across the timeline here for the Cardinals. Tries to get over to Reimer. And will stay right here. So Reimer to inbound it here for visiting Stevens Point. Pacelli Cardinals into the backcourt there by Williams. Back over to Garski. Garski swings it over to Reimer. Of course, Reimer, the younger brother of Nathan Reimer, who graduated about 6 months or so ago here. Williams kicks it out to Flaker. 3-ball. Flaker in and out. And rebound there by Rommelfanger. He's going to stay right here. Want to give thanks here today to the Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday, fish fry and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Had a chance to go there a couple weeks ago with a former co-worker of mine from Century who retired recently. And 5 stars all around there at the Rock and Roll Cafe. So Garski over to Williams, tries to get it down into Reimer, and it will stay here with Pacelli. Early goings here. And that one, Williams comes out of there with a nice pass down to Rebholz. He's going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot a couple here for the Cardinals. That's Decora's first personal team foul, number 1 here. So sophomore crew Rebholz. His first one is up, and it is good. So Rebholz gets Pacelli on the board now here, 2-1. Looking to try to even things up here for Pacelli. Rebholz second on the way. That one is up and gets a shooter's touch, does Rebholz. So 2-2 our score here early going. 2.5 minutes gone by here in this one. Cook back over to Bork. Foul going to be on the floor, but I think they're going to maybe get Bryce Flaker, but we'll see. So Bryce, one of those multi-sport athletes, certainly heard his name during the football season. One of two of that two-headed monster between him and Eric Ranke on the gridiron for Pacelli. Rebounded down low. Decora goes up with it, gets his own rebound, and it's going to be a scrum, we'll say. Back down, and that's persistence there for Caleb Decora. So he has 4 points early goings here. 4-2 our score. Williams poked out of there by Bork. And we'll get a timeout here by head coach John Shirk. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight. Brought to you in part by the Hoff Favor Realty Group on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
All right, we are back here for 2 our score. I want to give thanks here tonight to Fleet Farm. Black Friday at Fleet Farm is almost here. Doors open early at 5 a.m. on Friday, November 28th. And the first 500 customers will get a free plush moose and have a chance to shop this year's best deals. Get an early peek at the Black Friday ad today at fleetfarm.com. That is Fleet Farm. So Coach Shirk, a timeout here. And they'll say that ball was kicked, so it will stay here with Pacelli. So Rebholz with the sole 2 points here, both of those at the free throw line here. Early goings for Stevens Point. Pacelli. Williams, the find down low, that's going to be stolen away there from Bork. Bork looking to try to go the length of it. Little teardrop runner and got it. And Owen Bork now with 2 points. So 6-2 our score. Jaden Garski back over to Williams. Looks like we'll get a substitute here. That is Zarek Norod here checking in here for the Green Devils. .315 gone by here in this opening half. Bork. We're in the corner, back over to Norot, back over to Bork. Bork surveying the floor. Guarded there pretty nicely up top by Reimer. 3 ball, that's in the corner. That's going to be back over to Stevens Point, Pacelli. So 6-2 early goings here. Bork with a pair, and Decora with 4 points for Adams Friendship. Rebholz, that one stolen away. That's Gatterman trying to go up with it. And there is Decora cleaning up, and he's got 6 points now to lead not only the Green Devils, but all scorers here early goings. Williams, Reimer, 3-ball on the way, in and out. Rebounded by Rommelfanger. So Isaac Rommelfanger, the 6'8 senior, certainly brings a lot of length here for this Green Devils squad down low. And Williams comes out of there with the just behind the 3-point line there, and rebounded there by Cale Gatterman out in front to Decora, who has himself 8 points here. And if you're into math, that is 80% here of the Green Devils offense early goings here. 13:20 to go here, half number 1, 10-2 our score. Green Devils out front. Williams looks for it, gets it over to Garski, back over to Rebholz. Rebholz about a 12-footer there, misses short. Out front to Nolan Bork here. Bork, nice find down low there. Rommelfanger, turnaround, got it. And Isaac Rommelfanger with a nice find there by Nolan Bork. Certainly that 6'8 size does not hurt. Back up top to Flaker. Flaker takes it in right. Runner, that one's going to miss short. And it will go back to the Green Devils here. Today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. So lots of great game day sponsors as always, so very thankful for each and every one of them, because certainly we could not do this without them. Garski comes out of there with a steal from Bork. Back out to Reimer. That one partially blocked, it looks like. Back out in front. That's Decora, who has been kind of a one-man wrecking crew early goings. 3-ball by Bork on the way, and that is good for Nolan Bork. So Bork now with 5 points here for the Green Devils. Rebholz back up to Garski. And as we mentioned earlier here tonight in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Pacelli graduating quite a large contingency of seniors. And feature a predominantly junior-heavy team here. Reimer goes up with it. And he is going to draw the foul, I believe, is Reimer there. Beg your pardon, that is Harry Vogel. So Harry Vogel here. And you're going to get the foul there. That goes against Gatterman, it looks like. So Vogel here, number 22, looking to that one's going to miss, so unable to convert on that. So my apologies, there is Harry Vogel. And the aforementioned Harry Vogel comes out of there with it, so up to Garski now. Garski, nice take there, and a little hesitation dribble and got around him and scored for Jaden Garski. So Garski with a pair now. And Caleb Decora for 3. He has 11 points now here for Green Devils. Flaker over to Garski. So you've got Williams, Garski, Vogel, Flaker, and Rebholz on the floor here for Pacelli. Stolen out of there by Danny Matson. Nice give down low to Bork, and that is 7 points now for Bork. Largest lead now here for the Green Devils, 20-4 is your score here on the Green Devils scoreboard here. Vogel Gets it out to Bork. Bork out in front. Unable to convert, but right there is Decora for another pair of points here. So he now has 13 points here, 22-4, largest lead of the game here for the Green Devils. We'll take a brief commercial pause. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty Group.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
All right, we are back here, Zaleski Sports, bringing all the action here tonight. Caleb Decora, though, with 13 points to lead all scorers here, including that triple about a minute and a half or so ago, roughly. The Green Devils, you've got Decora, Rommel Fanger on the floor along with Matson. Gatterman. Rebholz 3-ball corner, missed that one long. That's going to be boarded there by Danny Matson, number 2 there. Taking it inside there, and that was Xander Cook. Rommelfanger comes out of there with it. Isaac battle down low between Rommelfanger and Flaker. Jump ball possession will stay here with the Green Devils. Just a little over 8 minutes gone by here in this opening half. It has been all Adams friendship here in this early goings. 22-4 our score here tonight. And that's Decora, who is feeling it. Caleb Decora. 16 points here, Ryan, in this opening half, and he's one of those guys that kind of that inside-out game is just quite honestly quite impressive here early goings. Out in front to Flecker, and Flecker with the 2 points here for the Cardinals. So 25-6 our score. Back up top to Decora. Rebholz with the rebound there for the Cardinals, up to Flaker, back over to, that is Max Nelson, the junior, into the game here for the Cardinals. Over to Bryce Flaker. 8-footer misses that one, rebounded by Decora. Decora looking to run here for the Green Devils, swings it out to Matson. Back up top, just behind the three-point arc, and using glass there for 3. That was Gatterman for 3. And Ryan says he called it, I think, so we'll say we're good. Sometimes you say got to call those, and he did. So we'll get a foul on the floor. I think they're going to get Max Nelson on that one. Max, the junior, had a just finished off his junior football season. Of course, his dad, head coach Drew Nelson. The opportunity to do a number of the Pacelli Cardinal football games here earlier this season, back in the fall. 3-ball corner, that one is good, and that is Nolan Bork for 3. He now has 10 points, so double digits for him. So Bork with 10. Swings it out back. Back over to Xander Cook. Back up top to Bork. Adams Friendship running some clock there, trying to get the good shot off there. Max Nelson with the board here for Pacelli out in front to Rebholz. Poked away there by Bork. And Flaker back up to Max Nelson. Nelson, he's going to draw the foul, and that's going to be on Rommelfanger, his first personal foul here. Team foul number 3 here for the Green Devils. Williams up top there, double teamed for a moment there by defense there for the Green Devils, and that one's going to go back to the Green Devils here. I want to give thanks here tonight to Made It Custom. Made It Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madeitcustom.com. That is madeitcustom.com. So swings it back up top to Bork. That one tipped by the Cardinals. So the Green Devils retain possession here. Back over to Gatterman. Gatterman to Rommelfanger. Again, the 6'8 senior Isaac Rommelfanger. Back down low. Nice pass there. Had the right idea, trying to get it over there to Zarek Norot. So back to Pacelli, 31-6. Our score just under 7 minutes here to go. So Harry Vogel will, Anderson Vogel checks back in here for the Cardinals. So you've got Williams, Nelson, Flaker, Vogel, and Rebholz on the floor now here for Pacelli. And Nelson able to keep that one alive. And there is Nolan Reimer over there checking in. Flaker bounces it over to Nelson. Nelson, jumper from the elbow there, misses, partially blocked there. I think that was Caleb Armstrong perhaps in the partial block. Maybe a full block, in fact. Bork out in front of it. And unable to convert on that. It's going to stay here with the Green Devils. So Avon Benbenick, number 35, checks in here for the Cardinals, along with Nolan Reimer. So we'll keep it right here. 6:17 here to go in this first half of action, non-conference action, first regular season game here for both teams here. Of course, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, the Green Devils playing out of that South Central Conference. Teams like Westfield, Mauston, Adams, Friendship, Wisconsin Dells, Berlin, Ripon, Watoma, and Nakusa. Cardinals, on the other hand, they play out of the CW South Conference. Holman, Bancroft, Pacelli, Pittsville, Port Edwards, Rosholt, Plainfield, Tri-County, and Wild Rose in that conference here. And again, long season, no doubt. It's hard to believe, though, that we are already into later stages here of November. So it has been all Adams Friendship here in the early goings. So John Shirk, head coach John Shirk, assisted by Travis Kempf and Bailey Houston, Josh Nemec, Andy Whedon, Tom Roltgen. So John back at the helm here. Of course, his son Camden, I should say, graduating last year. 3-ball corner, and that is Decora. And he is, basketball terms, unconscious here tonight from 3. I think he might have missed once. Big block there by Bork. Bork just the sophomore. Baseline Decora swings it out. 3-ball on the way. That one misses. Rebound. Decora. And it's going to go back to the Cardinals here. We give thanks here tonight to Simplicity Credit Union. Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. That is Simplicity Credit Union. Gives it over to Nelson. Nelson tries to bounce it down into Harry Vogel there out in front. And unable to convert on that rebound. But right there is Caleb Decora, who has been just an absolute monster in this first half for the Green Devils. Bork. So Jacob Williams called for the foul here, the junior, number 12, his first personal team foul, number 3. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. Bryce Flaker checks back in for Harry Vogel. Inbounding it here for the Green Devils, that's Cale Gatterman. Bork misses that one short. Haven Bembenek. Haven the junior. He certainly brings some length and size here to this Cardinals squad. Reimer Nelson bounces it down into Bembenek. Swings it back out to Maximus Nelson. Misses that one long. Rebounded there by Norot for the Green Devils. And Nelson there comes out of there with a steal. One man to beat. And he will be called for the travel there. Had Bork out in front there, and Nelson coming out of there with a swipe. So Rebholz will check back in here for the Cardinals. 4:36 here to go in this first half of action. 36-6 our score. In Adams Friendship, they will substitute in Dawson Skelton in place of Xander Cook. Head coach Keith Bork. Adams Friendship 3-ball. That's Decora on that one. This is long rebound out to Garski. Garski going up with it. And Bork comes out of there with a rebound. And a timeout will be called here. 4:20 to go in this first half. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Realty Group.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
And we are back. We are back. Want to give thanks here tonight to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Get the best tire prices, period, during the Factory Direct tire sale at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back by online or mail-in rebate on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. That is Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Decora gets it down into the wing there to Bork. Back over to Decora. Decora, who has been nearly unstoppable. 3-ball corner. That one's going to miss. And Flaker comes out of there with the rebound here for Pacelli. Of course, Bryce, the younger brother of Braden, who is one of a handful of seniors from last year's Pacelli squad. That one stolen away for Green Devils. Out in front to Bork. Bork going the length with it, and Nolan Bork now with 12 points here for the Green Devils. So it's kind of been Decora and Bork here leading the charge in terms of point production. Flaker, that one misses, pulled out of there by Skelton. Cora picked up there by Garski, down into the wing over to Bork. 3 ball on the way, that one misses long. Rebounded there by Bryce Flaker. Gets it up top to Jaden Garski. A nice little move there by Garski, unable to convert on that one. Swings it out, 3 ball, long 3, and nothing but net there for Danny Matson. So Matson now with 3 points here for the Green Devils, representing the largest lead here for the Adams Friendship Green Devils. Flaker gets it to Garski. Garski 3 ball, that one misses short, rebounded by Bork. Matson thought about it, takes it inside the lefty, and count it for Danny Matson. A little inside out there for Matson with 5 points now. Looks like head coach Keith Bork going to his bench here. About 4 different subs set to check in there. Reb holes that one, misses. Bembenek tries to hang on to it, and that'll be turned over here. So you'll have Rommel Fanger along with Armstrong, Cale Gatterman, Xander Cook, and Danny Matson here for the Adams Friendship Green Devils. Under 2 minutes here to go in half number 1. Matson back out to Rommel Fanger. Rommel Fanger takes it up. Able to come out of there with it. Reb Holes comes out with a rebound out in front to Flaker. Goes up with it. He's going to draw the foul, and he will go to the free throw line here for the Cardinals. So that's going to go against Caleb Armstrong, his first personal, team foul number 4 now here for the Green Devils here, and Flaker to shoot a pair. First one up is nothing but net, so Bryce Flaker now with 3 points in the game. Looking to try to convert on the second of 2 free throws here for Pacelli. Flaker, nothing but net there, so a perfect 2 of 2 in that sequence. 4 points now for the junior and Bryce Flaker. Back over to Gatterman. That's Matson up top. Bounces it in there. That's Rommel Fanger going up with it, unable to convert. But there on the putback. So Garski. Did you see who scored that one, Ryan? 3 ball for Flaker. Bounces it down low to Rommelfanger. Turnaround jumper, got it, and Rommelfanger the final 45 seconds here in half number 1. Reimer, 3 ball. That one misses short. Bembenek there with a rebound. Gives it back up to Reimer. He's going to draw the foul. Caleb Armstrong foul, personal foul number 2 there. Team foul number 5. And that sends Nolan Reimer here, the junior, to the line here for the Cardinals. Nolan's first one is up, and it is good. So Reimer on the board now. 21. Reimer looking to complete the second of 2 here for the Cardinals. That one, shooter's touch there for Nolan Reimer, so a pair of points now for Nolan. Under 35 seconds to go here, half number 1. 3 ball, long 3 at that, and nothing but net. And that is Zarek Norat for 3. His first 3 here tonight for the Green Devils. Garski gets it down into Bembenek, doubled off, double team there. Collapse that defense here. That will draw the foul, the big guy there, and Avon Bembenek. Avon 6'4" junior here for Pacelli. Apples tries to get it in and unable to do just that, so back over to the Green Devils. Matson cut off there, finds Rommelfanger, and the dunk there by Isaac Rommelfanger. So Isaac now with 6 points. And our halftime score here reads 52-13. We'll take a brief pause here for commercial, and our halftime here you're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Realty Group. Back in a moment.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
All right, we are back here. We are at the half. Our halftime score reads here 52-13 in favor here of the host Adams Friendship. Green Devils will run through our first half scoring here. We'll start with the Cardinals here of Stevens Point Pacelli. They are led here in first half scoring by Bryce Flaker with 7 points. You get 2 points here tonight for Crew Rebholes. 2 points here tonight for Nolan Reimer. And 2 points here for Jaden Garski. So the 13 first half points for the Cardinals here, switching it over to the other side of the ledger, as they would say here. The 52 first half points led by Caleb Decora's 21 points. Nolan Bork here tonight with 12 first half points. You've got 6 points here for Isaac Rommelfanger. 5 points tonight in the first half for Danny Matson. And then 3 points here for both Cale Gatterman and Zarek Norat. And then 2 points here tonight for Caleb Armstrong. So the 52 team points here to take us into this halftime here. About 5 minutes or so remaining here in our halftime. And I want to give thanks here again to all of our game day sponsors. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today, and that is Bruce Orthodontics. We'll take another commercial pause. We'll bring it right back here in just a few moments. Second half, just about 5 or so minutes away here. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Realty Group.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Mega Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
All right, we are back here. We are at the half. Again, 52-13 our halftime score here out in Adams Friendship. Again, we'll run through our first half scoring here again, starting with the Cardinals here. Stevens Point Pacelli, they are led in the first half by 7 points from Bryce Flaker, 2 points apiece here for Jaden Garski, Nolan Reimer, and Crew Rebholes here. So the 13 first half points here for the visiting Cardinals here. We'll switch it over to the Green Devils here of Adams Friendship. They are led here by Caleb Decora's 21 points. 12 points for Nolan Bork. 6 points here tonight for Isaac Rommelfanger. 5 points tonight for Danny Matson. You get 3 apiece here for Zarek Norat and Cale Gatterman, and then the 2 points for Caleb Armstrong here. So the 52 first half points for the Green Devils in this opening half. And Good night for some opening night here of basketball, high school basketball, in fact. Right out here on Zaleski Sports. Brandon Berencott on the call here tonight. Ryan Rasmussen doing our production. Ryan and I had a chance to drive over here, just about a 45-minute jog or so. And certainly happy to be here, certainly. I want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night from 5 to 9 p.m. the day after Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation of non-perishable food or cash. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. That is visitmarshfield.com here. So the Cardinals will start with Nolan Reimer, Crew Rebholz, Bryce Flaker, Jacob Williams, and Jaden Garski. And Adams Friendship, they will start things off with Caleb Decora. You've got Nolan Bork, Isaac Rommelfanger, Cale Gatterman, and Xander Cook here. So the starting lineups here to get us going here in the second half here. The same starting lineups as half number one. Shelley will start things off here. Nolan Reimer to inbound it here up over to Garski. Second half underway here. 52-13 our score. Just underway here in half number two. The give is to Flaker. Flaker goes inside, unable to convert on that. Pulling out the rebound there is Gatterman, the senior. Swings it out to Decora, who's had that hot hand. He misses long on that one. And it's going to go back to Stevens Point, Pacelli. We give thanks here tonight to Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. A timeout called here on the floor. We will keep it right here as we're just 20 seconds or so gone by in half number two. I want to give thanks to another one of our game day sponsors here tonight. That's Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are two beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. That is Little Scholars Childcare. Both teams will be back in action. Stevens Point, Pacelli, they will be at home next Friday night, December 5th. They'll be hosting Neelsville in a non-conference tilt. And then the Green Devils of Adams Friendship, they will be over at Wautoma. That is a conference game by my math anyways. So they'll be immersed in conference play next. It's on the 2nd, so that would be Tuesday night for the Green Devils here. So Garski to bring it up here for the Cardinals. Swings it over to Williams, over to Rebholz. Rebholz back up to Reimer. Reimer surveying, gets it over to Garski. Back into Williams. Williams just behind the three-point arc there. Flaker the rebound and scored for Bryce Flaker, now with 9 points tonight to lead this Pacelli squad here. Step back jumper, that one Rommelfanger tries to go for it. It's going to go back over to Stevens Point, Pacelli. Williams over to Garski, over to Rebholz. Rebholz, that shot fake, takes it down on the wing, bounces it down into Flaker. Flaker tries to get it going, tries to kiss it off the glass. Leaves it long. Bork goes up with it and scored for Nolan Bork. He now has 14 points in the contest for the Green Devils. Flaker gets it down into Reimer. We're going to get a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Decora. That is his second personal foul. Checking into the Green Devil Lineup here, that's Zarek Norat for Gatterman. Gatterman right back in here for Decora, who's got those 2 personal fouls. Williams inbounds it to Garski. Another foul on the floor here. That one's going to go against Rommelfanger. That'll be his. So Garski serrating it over to Williams. Williams crossover, gets it back up to Flaker. Back to Williams. Williams pull-up jumper, in and out. I should say left it short. 3-ball corner, that one misses short. Reimer with the rebound. Out front up to Williams. Williams up to Rebholz. Rebholz 3-ball on the way. That one misses, and then rebounded there by Xander Cook. Gatterman looking for Bork. Bork leaves that one just a little short. Garski out in front, and that's up to Rebholz. Unable to hang on to it, but it's going to go off the Green Devils, so it'll stay right here. Want to give thanks here tonight to Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Reimer here to inbound it for the Cardinals. Flaker, and count it. So Bryce Flaker for the and one here now, has 11 points in the game. Decora checking back in here for Adams Friendship along with junior Danny Matson. So Flaker looking to try to complete the and one here for the Cardinals. He's got 11 points here tonight. Flaker, that one misses long and unable to convert on the and one here. So back over to Bork. Bork swings it over to Decora, the hot hand, and another one for Caleb Decora for 3. So he now has 24 points here in the contest, with 4 triples on the night for Caleb. To Nolan Reimer, over to Rebholz. Rebholz, and we'll get a foul on the floor. So Reimer, that foul goes against Gatterman. Reimer back up top to Flaker, up top. Flaker, 3-ball, that one. And they're going to get the foul there on Matson. And that should, I believe, a 3. Shot free throw here for Flaker. First one is up, and it is, rattles in there for Flaker. So Harry Vogel set to check back in here for the Cardinals. Flaker's second one is up, and it is good. And looking for the trifecta here. This third free throw coming up here. Max Nelson checks back in here for the Cardinals. Flaker's free throw is up, and it is good. It is 5 of 6 here tonight. And a 3-ball for Matson. So Matson now with 8 points. Williams, that one misses short. Pulled out of there by Vogel. Back up to Flaker. Flaker's going to draw the foul there. That's going to go against Danny Matson. That'll be his second personal foul here, team foul number 6. Here in the second half, 14:31 here to go in this one. Flakert inbounded here for Pacelli. Back up top to Nelson. Nelson back up to Jacob Williams. Williams, nice little give and go there from Flaker. Flaker kiss off the glass for Bryce Flaker. Bork takes it in, nice move, nice left-handed move, unable to convert on that as Bork pulled out of there. That's Garski. Garski up to Williams, thought about it, and looking for Vogel there underneath. Decor, another 3-ball on the way. That one just long. Rebound tip there to Williams. Williams looking to run the length of the floor, and he's going to draw the 2-shot foul, and I think they're going to get Decor on that one. That'll be, I believe, his third personal, team foul number 7 here. So Williams will go to the free throw line here. That one rattles in for Williams. So Williams the first of 2 here. Checking back in, that's Caleb Armstrong, number 21, the senior for the Green Devils. So Williams, second of 2 free throws on the way. That one is up. That one is going to miss short. And that will stay here. Green Devil basketball here. Want to give thanks here tonight to Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. That's Home Furniture. So Nolan Bork surveying it, being defended there by Garski. Back over to Decora. Decora stutter step, takes it in. Jumper on the way, just misses. Nelson out of there with a rebound here for the Cardinals. Gets it out to Garski. Williams back over to Vogel. Vogel unable to secure that one out in front to Bork. Bork trying to go up for it for the two-handed flush there. Unable to get that one. Matson 3-ball, that one on the way. That's going to miss. And it's going to stay here with the Green Devils. We'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll take a brief pause ourselves. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Realty Group.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks here tonight to Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first, federally insured by NCUA. That is Valley Communities Credit Union. So Decora, long step back, and Decora with another 3 here, the triple here. He's now got 27 points on his night with 5 of those triples. Vogel, that one going to miss. Pulled out of there by Decora. Vogel getting down and dirty on the floor. Nice hustle there by Harry Vogel. And that's going to generate a jump basketball here. So Dawson Skelton checks in here for Decora here for the Green Devils. 12:37 here to go in this one. Bork takes it in left, cuts directions back down low, getting it down to Armstrong down low, and that one's not going to count. They're going to say the foul was on the floor before that. And that, I believe, so that's going to go on Vogel. I thought maybe for a moment, so Sean Berna checks in here for Stevens Point, the junior. Back into Bork. Bork going baseline. And Armstrong back over to Stevens Point. Pacelli. Cardinals featuring Williams, Vogel, Garski, Berna, and Max Nelson. Garski, 3-ball, step back. Missed a little long battle there for the board. Matson taking it in. Danny Matson, that one short, gets his own rebound. Back up to Skelton. Back over to Matson, back to Bork, back into Armstrong. Bork going left. And Nolan Bork. He's got 16 points here tonight. Nolan, just the sophomore, in fact. Williams, shot fake. Nice find down low to Nelson, unable to convert down low, and we're going to get a foul, and I think they're going to probably get that one on Williams, I believe. That's going to be his second personal foul here, team foul number 3 here for the Cardinals. So now you've got Skelton along with Matson, Rommelfanger, Jacob Lang, and Gatterman now for the Green Devils. So Coach Bork, mass substitution here. That one nearly tipped out of there, so Nelson to inbound it here for the Cardinals. Avon Bembenek will check in now for Stevens Point. Pacelli in favor of, or in relief of Jaden Garski, I should say. Williams takes it in. Unable to convert on the floater there. Pulled out of there by Rommelfanger. Now to Matson, showing some handles there. Back to Adams Friendship here. Want to give thanks here tonight to Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Matson unable to hang on to that one. Out front to Vogel. Vogel going up with it. He's going to draw they're going to say he traveled with it, so back over to the Green Devils here. Checking back in, that's Zarek Norot here for the Green Devils. Rommelfanger back up top, that's Norot. Rommelfanger thought about it there, guarded by Avon Bembenek. 3-ball, that's a 3. That one's going to miss short, and Rommelfanger there to clean things up. He's now got 8 points on the night here for the Green Devils. Williams out on Skelton. Skelton over to Rommelfanger, the 6'8" senior who's got the 8 points here tonight. Tries to go under Bembenek. And I think they're going to get it on the ground, and it's going to go against Harry Vogel. That'll be his third personal, team foul number 4 now for the Cardinals. Skelton to inbound it, gets it over to Gatterman. Gatterman guarded there by Berna. Williams out front, and Williams unable to convert on the layup there, so back over to the Green Devils. Skelton takes it in, little floater there for Skelton, leaves that one in and out. And we'll get a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Jacob Lang. So Armstrong checks in here for the Green Devils along with number 44. And that's Merrick Moore. Merrick, the 6'3" sophomore here for the Green Devils, getting some action here tonight. Max Nelson at the line here for the Cardinals. Nelson's first one, that one misses. Armstrong out of there with a rebound, up to Gatterman. Gatterman in 3-ball corner over there. That one, that was no rot there, unable to convert, gets his own rebound, goes back up with it and score it for Zarek Norot. So he's got 5 points here tonight. Williams jumper, that one short. Pulled out of there by Sean Berna. Back over to Nelson. Nelson has to get it in there into Vogel. I'm going to give thanks here tonight to Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this fall. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. And by the way, since the fall has passed us by, you can still get sports physicals for, certainly for the spring season, Ryan, I would say, right? And if you haven't for the winter, well, you can do it there as well. 3-ball, and that is Merrick Moore for 3. Vogel bounces it into Bembenek, over to Berna, back into Williams. Williams kind of that floor general here for the Cardinals. Step back, jumper, got it. And Williams, he's got 3 points here tonight. And Armstrong gets that one. We'll keep it right here. 7:30 to go in this one. It has been all Adams Friendship in this first non-conference and first basketball game here of this very young season out here at Adams Friendship. And as we mentioned, the Cardinals will be back in action. They'll be at home, little home cooking next Friday against Neelsville. That's a non-conference game. And then Adams Friendship, they will be at Watoma on Tuesday night, December 2nd. And Ryan, really hard to believe that it's already December. I believe Monday, technically the first day of December. I mean, I guess you know that the days have certainly gotten shorter and shorter each day as we've gone here. But the good news is they will get progressively longer come December 21st. Certainly don't want to wish time away. But Williams now will bring it up here for the Cardinals. Nelson bounces it down. We're going to get a foul. That was Berna there, the recipient of that Nelson pass there. So Matson going to pick up the foul. That's his third personal. So Berna here will shoot the 1-and-1. Green Devils with the 9 team fouls here in the second half. Berna, that one is up, and nothing but net there for Sean Berna. Berna on the scoreboard now, looking to try to complete the second of 2 free throws here. Second one is up, and it is good. So Berna able to convert on both of his free throws. 2 points tonight for Sean. Bork, and Bork, just as we mentioned, just the sophomore, showing some poise here for the Green Devils, no doubt. Matson takes it up and kiss off the glass for Danny Matson. So he has 10 points here tonight. At least by my math anyways. Ben Bennick over to Williams, 3-ball corner there. It might have been a 2 perhaps. Williams gets his own rebound, goes up with it. And Jacob Williams now with 5 points here tonight. Ben Bennick, the 6'4" junior, coming out of there with it, going up, trying to go up left with it. And Harry Vogel scores it for the Cardinals. So Harry now with 2 points. 5.5 here to go in this one. And Coach Bork will go to his 5 subs here. This one pretty much looks to be in hand, you would think. Of course, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show at the conclusion of tonight's game here. We'll have that shortly after the conclusion of this one. Merrick Moore's got the 3 points here tonight. Down low into Armstrong. Armstrong score it. So he now has 6 points here tonight. Williams goes up with it, unable to convert there. Armstrong, the rebound, gets it over to Lang. Lang, 3-ball. That one misses in and out. And last touched, I believe, by the Green Devils, so it'll go back to Pacelli. So Rylan Amell checks in here, the sophomore, number 5 here for Adams Friendship. Shelley with Bembenek, Vogel, Reimer, Flaker, and Williams on the floor now. Bembenek back over to Flaker. Flaker into Nolan Reimer, back to Williams. Pretty nice take there. Williams, he'll draw the foul, and he will go to the free throw line. It's that Serve Pro that Serve Pro free throw line. We did not get a chance to really say that because, at least by my math, the Green Devils have not been to the that free throw line, the Serve Pro free throw line. You can call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never, ever happened. So Storman checks in here for the Green Devils. Williams unable to convert on that one as well. And a foul, that's going to go against Amell, I believe. And that will send Williams back to that free throw line. Jaden Garski getting ready to check in here for the Cardinals. Of course, we're in that running clock scenario. Williams' first one up. That one no good. Second one on the way here for Williams. That one is up And that one misses as well, just off here. So pulled out of there, and that's out to Merrick Moore here to bring it across the timeline here for the Green Devils. Guarded up top there by Nolan Reimer. Looks like we'll get another substitution. That looks to be number 15, Hayden Amell for the Green Devils. So under 2 minutes here to go in this one. Nolan Reimer, and I think a foul on the floor here. It's going to go against Storman, I believe. That'll be his first personal foul here tonight for the junior and Mr. Storman. Reimer at the free throw line here is nothing but net there for Nolan Reimer. So Nolan now with 3 points here tonight for Pacelli. The senior Hayden Amell checks in here now for the Green Devils. Reimer's second one, that is up. That one misses long. Vogel there. Hit the lane violation there on Amell, so Reimer will get another crack at it here. Will Nolan. And unable to convert on that one as well. He's got 3 points here tonight. Lang battling along with Reimer there. And by way of this running clock, you have to think that will probably Pacelli certainly will try to, you would have to think, try to run offense and try to get one more shot up here. And he's waning 10 seconds or so. Vogel up top with it. Gives it back over to Flaker. And a final out here out in Adams Friendship here. Adams Friendship with the 78-32 non-conference victory. They start their season off 1-0 here. The Cardinals here fall to 0-1. We will have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show shortly after the conclusion of this one. Coming up is that Nasonville Dairy post-game show. They have fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll get a few words, hopefully, here with head coach Keith Bork and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player tonight in just one moment. You've been listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Realty Group. Our Nasonville Dairy Post.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freire, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are back out here with head coach Keith Bork. Coach, talk about a game like this. You know, obviously the first game of the season, it's a very long season, no doubt, a non-conference game here tonight. You had a really complete basketball game. I know it's very early on, but Coach, talk about a game like tonight.
It's one of those games where we didn't have a scrimmage, so just been kind of beating up on each other in practice, so we didn't really know what to expect coming in tonight. It was one of that scary feeling as a coach. You come in and you're not really, but we got two legit guards and Caleb and Nolan who can really make me feel better, you know. And it's nice having two guys like that, even though they're young, that can kind of take over a game. And so once we got rolling and the guys were able to settle in, that made it a little easier on me.
Yeah, definitely. And Coach, you guys did that. You know, you had a lot of continuity. You really didn't turn the ball over that much tonight, really at all. And you know, like you said, your two guards here really kind of carrying that momentum. Obviously, a very long season, Coach. I think you guys are back in action. First conference game Tuesday night.
Yep.
Talk about the first conference game, because I think it's Watoma, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we play at Watoma on Tuesday. They didn't have a lot of success last year, but they were kind of in the same boat. They were young. Bring back basically their whole team. So, and it's, you know, you get in the conference, it's familiarity. Teams know what you want to do. So it'll be, you know, we go up there. It always seems like some funny things happen up there. So it'll be a battle. So we need a few great practices to get ready for that, and hopefully get our conference schedule started off, you know, the way we want it to be.
Kind of start off on the right foot. Well, you guys certainly off to a very convincing victory tonight. Coach, anything more? One more question that I can think of. What can we kind of expect from this version of the Adams Friendship Green Devils here this season?
I don't like not to give it away, but I'm pretty sure anybody we want to try and get out in space, play more, let our two guards and, you know, Nolan and Caleb kind of really get after it, and then make them force help, and then we just look to get out and hit the open shooter. You know, we got some shooters, so we're gonna surround those guys. We want to shoot the ball, and then defensively, we just want to be playing nasty 1-3-1. That's what we want to do. We want to be a meat grinder. We want to be a team that, when they're done, they take a deep breath and they're glad that's over with.
Well, Coach, anything more before we get it over to our Zaleski Sports? All right, I'm going to give you a fist bump. That's their stand-in. Hey, thanks, Coach. That's head coach Keith Bork here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show here. We're going to talk a little bit here to Caleb Decora. I had you for 27 for my math, and and this is a compliment. It's like you were almost unconscious behind the three-point line. Just so much confidence. Coach talked a little bit about it. You and Mr. Bork here, but talk about tonight, because I got to be honest with you. You were feeling it both inside and outside.
Yeah, like Coach said, honestly, we just had to run the offense, play defense. You know, we didn't have much of a scrimmage, so it was just we didn't know what to expect. Honestly, like we just had to come out and just play as hard as we can and not worry about just have to play good. Honestly, there's not much to say. It's just gotta play defense. That 1-3-1.
Yeah, as Coach said, kind of that meat grinder, and that'll certainly wear some teams down, no doubt. And you guys certainly have the personnel for that. Just such a good inside-outside team, both you and Nolan certainly at the guard spot. But, guys like Rommel, Isaac, who the 6'8" senior, he's a handful. Talk about your role. Obviously, you put the point, you filled the stat sheet tonight, but so many other intangibles.
Right, yeah. My role, me and Nolan's role, we're basically the guards. We just plan to just run the offense. It's nice having, Zarek and Isaac to, fill in and hit shots when needed. That was really helpful. It's going to be really helpful for the season. Yeah. Also having Merrick and then having Kale, that on defenses, that's just great. They're just so big. It's just great for the 1-3-1, honestly.
Absolutely, and Merrick got on the board with that three-pointer tonight as well. Well, Caleb, certainly anything more that you want to add before we get you into our Zaleski Sports Highlight House here tonight?
No, sir.
Okay, well, I don't know if you know the drill or not, but if not, I'll count you down. I'll go 3, 2, 1. I'll hand you the mic. I'll have you look up there and say you are in that, say your name and that you're in the house. So go 3, 2, 1.
My name is Caleb Decora, and I'm in the house.
Hey, I got to give you the fist bump. Nice game tonight, young man. That is our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. That's Caleb Decora here. Leads all scores here tonight with 27 points here to lead that Green Devils offense. But as Coach Bork talked about here, you got a lot of different weapons really. The guard play certainly with Nolan and Caleb, no doubt. But such a good inside-outside presence there. And Coach talked about a little bit that 1-3-1 defense that really will serve as kind of that meat grinder defense, kind of wears teams out here. Obviously a very early going here in this in the season here, but Green Devils, they'll be back in action. First conference game here just next, they'll be in Wautoma Tuesday night. Pacelli Cardinals, on the other hand, they fall, as we mentioned tonight in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, kind of I don't want to say a rebuild necessarily for this Cardinals squad, but certainly they graduated, I believe it was 8 seniors here, certainly guys like Cam Shirk and Zach Yaidi and Lucas Hammerly, Melise Badoon, Braden Flaker, Adam Hinker, Nathan Reimer, a lot of guys that you graduate through the system, so you go and a little bit of a rebuild, we'll say, but I'm sure Coach Shirk and the rest of that coaching staff, may think otherwise, and they're going to keep grinding, no doubt. In any event, again, a final out here tonight, 78-32. You've been listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Ryan Rasmussen doing a great job. He keeps us in line, keeps the production going. Certainly our game day sponsors, Brandon Bierencott on the call. Have yourselves a very good rest of your Tuesday night here from Zaleski Sports.